Good morning, everybody, on this Saturday, July 20th. I'm Chris Allen here on the SAM channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X. All sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace, by the way. Thanks to everybody who came out to the Scottsville Ace Hardware yesterday. I kept thinking that was Saturday. I kept saying Saturday until somebody corrected me. Hey, weatherman, it's Friday. Yesterday. Today is Saturday. And we're seeing some cloud cover taking over the area. There's a little bit of sun out there this morning, but not much. We've got clouds that are streaming in ahead of system. The system actually is the one that brought us the rain on Wednesday and Thursday. And it's coming back northward. And with that, it's bringing us clouds, and eventually it's going to bring us rain. Yeah, more rain. The view from the Plano cam on this Saturday morning here at 6:52 is a cloudy one, and much of the day will be cloudy. There will be times when maybe some filtered sunshine gets through. And later on today, we may even see a shower passing by. Here is the view from downtown, Reservoir Hill camera from AAA Systems, seeing cloudy sky, and we're going to continue to see that. And as I mentioned, there will be some showers that will come in later this afternoon. In the meantime, though, things are going to be fairly quiet. I think you'll be able to get maybe some yard work done before it starts to rain. But once it starts raining, it looks like it's going to keep on raining, as you'll see. Here's a look at the radar on this Saturday morning. And we're seeing showers out to the east of us. These showers are part of that system that's trying to retrograde or move back into Kentucky, along with some Gulf moisture. There's a low pressure system that is sitting kind of over Mississippi, West Tennessee, eastern Arkansas. That low pressure system is going to come right up and into Bowling Green and southern Kentucky over the next 24 hours. And then we're going to find not only this upper wave, but more waves running into it, stalling the system right over the area. High pressure's out to the east, so it can't go east and it can't go west. So it's just going to sit here and spin the next few days along a boundary that is just going to continue to set off rain, some thunderstorm activity. But we're going to get a lot more rain out of this system. We could pick up maybe 1/10 of an inch today, but maybe 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch tomorrow into Monday, but especially Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, even Thursday next week. Every single day, as you'll see, is going to have a chance of rain and some likely chances of rain. Here's a look at the clouds this morning, the high definition satellite, seeing some of the holes in the clouds east of Bowling Green and down toward Nashville. And then it's mainly cloudy to the west. And then we see just some high cirrus clouds in parts of Missouri, Illinois, Arkansas, before this next piece of energy starts to work in, where there are thunderstorms over Oklahoma City this morning and Wichita, Topeka. All that's moving this way while the upper low is moving north. So we're going to have a merging of systems here that is going to enhance rainfall for sure as we get into the next several days. So that's why I'm saying if you need to get some yard work done and you didn't get it done yesterday, you can get it done today. Maybe. I know some of you are like, oh man, just tell me I can't do it today. Tell me that the rain is going to come and I have to put off the yard work for it's all in how you interpret it. Okay. I'm not going to say either way, but I mean, there will be some showers that come around today, and how soon they hit, it's just hard to say. But yeah, you're gonna need, if you're worried about how much your yard is going to grow in the next few days. There's going to be a lot of rain to help it grow. So it's either you're going to put it off until maybe next weekend, and I'm not kidding when I say that, or you're going to get it done today, and maybe you'll get some time tomorrow to also work on the yard. All right, let's check the mesonet this morning just before 7 a.m. And temperatures are looking pretty good this morning. We're still kind of in that very pleasant air mass for the time being. I mean, there's a few 70s showing up here and there, but mostly statewide it's 60s, and it does feel nice. Let's check the dew points, which have been coming up and rising from upper 50s to low 60s. Well, there's still a few upper 50s, low 60s here and there. It just depends on where you are, but most everybody is now in the mid 60s as far as dew points. And yes, they're going to go back into the upper 60s to low 70s over the next several days. It's not so much going to get hot. It is just going to get more humid with the moisture content that is in the air, or will be, once we get especially into the beginning of next week. Rainfall has just been scant. There's been some over in Casey County, 0.12 of an inch there. Everybody else is pretty dry except for just trace amounts here and there. So not much in the precipitation category, and we won't see that much today. A little bit more tomorrow, but especially once we get into Monday, it's going to be around, that's for sure. The winds are light and mostly variable this morning, 1, 2, 3, 4 miles per hour. That's about it across the Commonwealth. So the winds are not stirring all that much today, but they will be. We'll be picking up some wind and rain. Not so much today, but in the next few days. Let's show you the model blender. That'll take us through the next 10 days. And we're still looking at some below normal temperatures here, mid to upper 80s, and then into the low 80s for the beginning of next week. That's as a result of the rain that is going to be present, and cloud cover, of course. Then we do see a return into the upper 80s to low 90s next weekend, the final weekend of July. God, it just blows my mind when I look at especially this graphic, because it takes you out 10 days. It often, projects where we are. Of course, we're on the 20th today. Then it puts you out to the 30th, which is the end of the month. And you're like, well, we're looking right here at almost the beginning of August. August. It's crazy. But anyway, you see the heat is going to come back, but how much of it? I mean, still that 91, 92, I mean, that's pretty much where we should be for the end of July, the beginning of August. So there's nothing too off balance here. What's a little bit of an anomaly is the current cooler weather and less humid air that we're experiencing right now. That is what's kind of off. I mean, I know I've said it 100 times, but mid-July and the way it feels right now and the way the weather, the pattern is behaving, wow, this is like, it just doesn't happen that much. It's happened before, but it just doesn't happen that much. So we've got a nice little midsummer bonus, basking in this better air, if you will. Not so humid, not so sticky. I mean, the sticky air is going to come back, but the heat really isn't going to come back. I'm not saying it's done for the summer, but I mean, it's really not going to be that big of a deal. Now, on into August, there may be times when some of those mid 90s try to come back. It's a possibility. There's still time for that. Sun angle and all of that. Here's a look at the maps over the next 7 days, and you see how that boundary, this is the same boundary, by the way, that came through Wednesday and Thursday and brought the record rainfall. What was it, Thursday? No, it was Wednesday. That 2.87, almost 3 inches of rain for a 1-day record for whatever day Wednesday was, 17th? Yeah, it was a record for that day for Bowling Green. This is the same front. It just went south of us, stalled, and now it's pushing back to the north because of waves of low pressure that are riding along the front. It's pushing it back to the north, and of course, high pressure steering it back up into Kentucky. So this is actually an old boundary. It's just kind of going back and forth, but now it's going northward and will start to bring us the chance of rain that you see here. Most of the rain this morning is either east or south of us, and it's not much. But as you can see, progressively over time, Bowling Green in southern Kentucky gets back into at least scattered showers later today and this evening. Then we have a little boundary that sets up here, a little short wave that's almost like a long wave trough. And here comes the low. This is early tomorrow morning. Good chance of some patchy fog. We haven't had to deal with it so much lately, but I think we're going to have to because of the temperature inversion and a wet ground wherever it rains today. And it's still damp. And that more humid air coming in, yeah, it's a perfect combination to get some fog and maybe some dense fog by this time tomorrow morning. Then we get into late morning. Here comes the wave of low pressure, fog, and showers. So it could be, as far as visibility, it could be kind of a tricky morning tomorrow. Here's tomorrow afternoon. And look, we get this energy, this wave coming in, and the wave coming up from the north. Like I said, there's going to be a merging of these systems right over the area. And then this old boundary is just going to sit here. It's just going to park. It's just going to park itself here, has nowhere to go. This piece of energy comes in, runs into it, and it just enhances the rainfall. Here's Monday. Here's, I don't know why it's not painted in here, but Monday afternoon. There's Tuesday. They just skipped a frame with the colors or with the precipitation that's supposed to be there. And look, this is heavier rain. Once we get into Monday afternoon, Monday night, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I told you. Every single day next week, every day rain. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to rain continuously, but there will be numerous showers, some thunderstorms. I'm not really looking at a stormy kind of setup or severe, but rainy. Yes, rain every day next week. And some of it can be heavy. Some of it will be heavy rain. So that's why I'm saying if you still need to get, if you can squeeze in a couple of hours, a few hours of yard work, you've got today, and you might have a few hours tomorrow. But after that, I would just, put your mower into the garage or your shed or wherever you have it stored and just let it sit there for pretty much all next week, because it's just, you won't be able to mow or do anything outdoors that much, because it's going to be sloppy. All right. In the chat box this morning, let's say Good Saturday morning to Nancy and Gregory, Pat, Jerry, Doc. Okay, Doc is asking, are we on track for rain amounts today? Yes. In fact, I showed this last night. Well, I don't have it with me right now, but on News40 at 10 last night, we are now 3 inches above normal on July rainfall. 3 inches. Now think about that. We're going to add to it maybe a couple of more inches, 2, possibly 3 over the coming days. Well, that's going to put us way over. The good news is that that rain is not going to hit us all at once. It's going to be spread out over several days. So that will give time for that rain, even heavy rain, to run off and soak into the ground and not become a flood issue. Although, if we do get some heavier rain at any point next week, then we could have some minor short fuse flooding, like flood advisories, or maybe even a flash flood warning like we had Wednesday and Thursday. So that we've got to watch. But we are more than caught up now on July rainfall, when we thought we were going to head toward a drought if we didn't get some rain. But that was negated with that last system. Let's see here. Good morning to Patricia, Patty, Letitia, Anita, Norm, Kathy, Patty, Connie. So there you go. A little bit of rain today, and I'm going to go with a high of 85, while 90 is the normal. So we're still running about 5 degrees below average. All right, you guys, enjoy your Saturday. Get some yard work in if you need to. If you need to use the rain as an excuse, then use me as an excuse. Well, Chris Allen said it's going to rain. Can't you look outside and look at the clouds and tell it's going to rain? I'm just not. It's like trying to get a permission slip from your teacher when you're wanting to go on a field trip or something when you're a kid in school, yeah. All right. So you guys enjoy your weekend. Thank you for watching as always. And God bless you. Have a great Saturday.